Let's get out of here. This is a mess. I can't even think.
Yeah, it's, this is the exit. So, these are challenge rooms. They are all over the place, and they're how you get some of the perks, or upgrade some of the perks. Much like the other survival wave areas, but they tend to have, like, the better ones. Or the rarer ones, or whatever.
I can't get this laser guy without...
Yeah, sorry.
Where he is.
So
There we go.
let's just go over here. I think as long as we're in this area, they're going to be hella mad at us.
Alright.
There we go.
Attack him. Now, I think the reason why they do the whole somewhat sickening, the human spirit always prevails stuff is because when it comes to making fantasy or sci-fi races in fiction, usually they have to have a specific trait or a specific ideology that differs them from humans. And I think the trope is referred to as the planet of hats.
Yeah.
Like, people put on a different hat. Oh, you know, here's the elves. They're in tune with nature, and they're excellent with magic and whatnot. Oh, they're the dwarves. They're hardy and blacksmiths and embody strength.
That's how we get back here.
The reason why I was asking if this was potentially Scandinavian, maybe you should look it up, but the fact that this creature's eldritch ramblings are like Irgundagen and stuff like that, and
No,
there's like a lot
I
of
mean,
there's
it
a lot
could
of
be.
there's a lot of shh.
I don't really pay
sounds.
attention to where game studios generally are, to be fair. I just know that they exist. And I'm like, these are cool people.
Because I don't know if... Is he ominously talking in a real language? Or
No.
is he talking
No,
in
they
full
definitely
English?
it's definitely space French.
Space French.
Just angry.
But it sounds like
Angry, disappointed space dad
Scandinavian.
French. Space Bjork. I want to see if we had any more of those endless wave rooms. Because they're good farms. Well, not necessarily farms, but still.
I'm not even gonna attempt a platform because you just zip ahead.
Sorry. I'm just kind of flying through this. Because these basic enemies aren't really worth fighting, because they're pretty weak and they only give us, like, a pittance. And they'll catch up to us eventually. But yes, I should probably slow down for you so you actually have a chance to keep up.
Because I like that I can teleport to you, but at the same time...
You do want to have some agency.
Can we go anywhere?
Yeah. It also had probably one of the better ending twists ever. Like...
Oh, you did make it. Great.
Sorry. Like one of the better cliffhangers I've ever seen in a game. And I'm like, actually kind of mad that they made Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as opposed to X2. I hope they make X2. We should probably go see what's up above, just in case there's another...
Wait, what did you say? You mean you wish that they just continued the series as opposed to made a separate series?
So, it's like, it had a satisfying-ish end for the plot-ish. I'm saying ish a lot here. But it's like, you beat the main villains, but like, there's massive questions about like, what the heck is going on that never get answered. Like,
yeah, you have the concept art book, don't you?
Yes. It's a decent concept art book. A little thin, but whatever.
It's a lot thicker than a lot of the game concept art books that they include with games.
True.
Because
Let's go. Oh.
I remember buying the special edition steelbook for the Metroid Prime trilogy for the Wii. 'Cause I was so excited. I had played Metroid Prime 3 on the Wii.
Over here, probably?
And always wanted to get the first and second game on the Wii. And sure enough, they packaged them all together. So I was like, yes, awesome. And it said that part of it was a concept art book. I was like, neat. But it was literally only about 10, 20 pages worth of stuff.
Ouch. That's lame.
It was essentially an extra manual pamphlet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't even a book.
Yeah, it wasn't a proper concept art book. We got spoiled by Darksiders concept art book. That thing is thick.
Mm-hmm. But then again, that was a dedicated concept art book.
Yeah, and also the studio head is straight up an artist. Which makes a massive difference.
Does he still do that, though?
Yeah. He's on Battle Chasers now.
Well, I mean, for Battle Chasers, but obviously not working with Darksiders anymore.
I think he supplied a lot of it. Oh, down the center of the map for another Endless Wave room. Okay, we can go back at some point.
Were there any other goals you wanted to do to finish in this, or
I don't know.
When was a good stopping point?
I mean, let's get to the...
Is this a new zone?
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is a new zone. One of... It's like 3 or 4.
Ouch. I suppose that's what's supposed to happen. Do we get the waterfall ability in this area?
Yeah. Yeah, where we can ignore that stuff.
Ouch. Sorry, getting caught on thorns.
Now... We've got some abilities. I don't know. I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep playing? Do you want to stop soon? Do you want to...
The problem is you go so fast that I feel like I'm just teleporting to you.
True. Maybe for next time, you should be the host, so I'm limited to you.
Maybe. Oh, I remember these creatures when you fought them.
Yep. Yeah,
The
so this is
ghosts.
from the preview. I'll slow down. Sorry, I was just kind of speeding to get to the door so we could get here. Okay. Up and over? Yeah, because I want to see...
Even some of the shadows over here have stuff.
Here we go. This is what I wanted to get. So this way, if we die, we just come straight back into level up zone.
Is this the door?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So are there only 3 bosses then?
There are...
Because look how there's only 3 doors to the main room.
Yeah, there are...
And there's only 3 notches in the stone.
Yeah, there are 3 main zones? Yeah, because the right side one is, like, really tall. This one kind of goes left and kind of up and down. Okay, so I want to grab this ability. Nope, it is pricey. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing. See, I can slow down for you. I'm sorry. Platforming is super second nature for me. Let's see. So tough skin increases your armor by 10, reduces cannon damage by 25, better magnet range, ammo regens every 30 seconds, but our damage is reduced by 25%. And extra health elixirs, but they turn into shield elixirs, which is actually really, really good with the shield converter, but let's not touch it, because that's risky. Alright. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, what were we talking about? Sorry. I have, like, blanked. Oh, Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm. And the... You know, having... humans or other alien races is specific.
Yeah, I think my main problem with all of it is it just feels like, I know the phrase is like a little bit lewd, but like it feels too masturbatory. It's like humans are the special ones because of human spirit.
Why would you say that?
Because that is how I hear like people describe it. It is
no, that would be
self-congratulatory. I mean, it's a bunch of things. It's just like
isn't it like grandiosity
ish,
I don't know. Ooh, this is interesting, but we don't have the
it's
ability.
a locked door.
Oh,
I think this is probably their best region.
Gross, though. Why would you ever use that as a descriptor?
Because that's like
There has to be a better synonym for being a braggart or someone that embellishes themselves or their people or their accomplishments.
But, like, word choice aside, whenever it's always like, humans are the special ones, it's like, like, the reason why I brought up Halo is the reason why the humans did decently well wasn't necessarily because the humans weren't, like, it wasn't because the humans were, like, super anything. They had some pretty good tech, though they had to pay dearly for it. Like, the Spartans are an awful creation that they should have never done. Where they effectively just kidnapped children and roped into being super soldiers from a young age with, like, gene treatment and stuff. And they had a bunch of them just more or less get turned into cripples for life that they then more or less hid away in a secret facility doing like special ops, like intel work, because they were the best of the best, the brightest, but, you know, physically incapable of fighting anymore.
Huh, this is another room with names.
Yep. Yeah, self-aggrandizing, that's a good one.
Aggrandizing, that's what I
That's the word you were going for, yeah.
Yeah, because I knew of grandiosity and, like, grandioso, but I what was the word again?
Self-aggrandizing.
Aggrandizing. Okay.
But, like, for me, I have a hard time taking those stories seriously, because you have to make humans special, but you can't give humans any special powers.
Because then they wouldn't be humans anymore.
And so you just make...
Oops, I didn't know who was who in that instant.
Yep. So you just make the aliens somehow not creative, or not... or, you know, give the aliens some kind of...
The aliens have powers.
Yeah, the aliens might have special powers, but they've got some kind of stupid handicap, like... I don't know.
Well, give some examples.
Well, like, elves. Elves are long-lived and have magical powers, but they don't have enough kids, so their population sucks. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Such would be the case with any immortal race.
If I was like the elf king, and I realized, like, yo, humans are gonna be taking over unless I do something about it.
Well, sometimes they're also pacifist by nature.
Yeah, but like, if I knew
things.
that humans were gonna just like outpopulation me, and that's the only way they're gonna win, I'd be like, yo, I want to see some more elf babies. Here's like social programs to.
Ew. Also, I can't navigate when you're already on the other side.
Sorry. I need to not be on autopilot. Because I straight up am not even thinking about what I'm doing and where I'm going. I really like that whip. That's a good whip. Okay, I'm just gonna join you. If I can. There we go. Yeah, D&D extra human perks. I didn't mind that. You know, humans get an extra skill and an extra feat. Okay, that works.
I think with the humans, you also get a choice skill, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have set skills.
Yeah. Whereas elves and dwarves and whatever are a little bit more focused.
Kind of like how half orcs and half elves.
We want to go over and up. Ugh.
Yeah, half orcs and half elves also have... I think you don't get to choose one of your scores, but you get to choose the other.
Yeah. That makes sense. It's decently well handled.
Because I think with orcs it was... You have more constitution. But you can choose something else that you're proficient in. And you can be like, okay, maybe I'll be intellectual.
Go up.
Yep.
We can kill that guy when you hit the top.
Sorry,
It's fine. Oh.
Never mind.
You warped to me, and I was like, I'll
come down and help me. Except then I teleported up to where you were.
Let's see.
That's a little messy.
So what else is on for tonight? Did you miss Kingdom already? We can't beat Kingdom.
It's one of those things.
It's too buggy.
Well, yeah, it bugged so that we couldn't get the bomb maker.
Yeah,
the guy that would allow us to not only fully armor our knights, but then lead a final crusade against the final portals.
Yes.
And if you can't lead a crusade against the final portals, you're going to be
Yeah, what's the point of playing if the game is
forever.
so broken that you can't do it? So we're probably going to wait on Kingdom until they come out with another patch. Oh,
What's this?
I don't know.
Katatog Vit. I You're ringing a gong and it's bringing all these things to us?
I made maybe a mistake. Can we... Here, just run away. Just run away. Get out of there.
Okay.
So I made them mad.
Yeah, because you rang the gong.
I rang the gong hella hard. And it brought some hella dudes on us. They hurt? I mean, it was probably worth it?
What did it get us?
I don't know.
Vetag.
Okay, I'm just gonna ring it once. Does this just...
Does it just spawn enemies?
It feels like it just... Oh.
Oh, there are eyes in that mountainside.
Okay. Well... That's a new thing. Let's leave. They hurt. Shouldn't do this.
Maybe it's one of those things where when we get the ability to go up the
Yeah,
waterfall.
yeah, we get the ability to go up those at some point. I don't even remember. It's one of the abilities in this area.
That was a literal instance of when the hills do have eyes.
Yep.
I've never seen the hills have eyes.
Neither have I. I don't really have a whole lot of compunction, admittedly.
It's just horror, right?
I don't know. For me, I feel like a movie needs to excite my imagination to be worth something. And, like, this game is maybe a little bit light on the plot, but it's probably one of my favorite depictions of eldritch horrors I've ever seen. I mean, it's a lot of, like, twisting masses of tentacles and so on and so forth. But, like, there is a legit world here. As opposed to, like, Cthulhu, which just has some, like, squid shrines and stuff. In most of the media that I've ever experienced.
Early 1900s setting, yeah.
Like, I really want to play a eldritch horror sci-fi game someday. And Dead Space gets real close to that in a lot of cases. Where, like... I mean, honestly, I guess Dead Space truly is probably one of the best examples of eldritch horror in a sci-fi setting.
Because it is a odd artifact.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of other particularly good horror sci-fi games. There's kind of Doom, which kind of counts.
Portals to Hell or something?
Yeah, but Doom is less horror-y, though it does have some, like, body horror when you realize, like, yeah, half these things we're fighting were people.
Were people.
You know, when the main antagonist turns into a horror spider lady before your eyes and fights you and so on and so forth. See, 40k is also eldritch horror. It is! I just really wish Warhammer 40k had better video games.
I always like seeing the models at the game stores.
Yeah. You prefer Warhammer, less Warhammer 40k.
Oh, I see.
Maybe some of the... Was it the Eldar?
I really liked the Elven Treant units.
Yeah.
Like the tree folk.
Yeah, that's very much
something.
regular
Do you know
Warhammer,
what's
not
so
40k.
sad, though? Whenever I saw those statuettes and, you know, all the custom painted ones and such, I was like, oh, wow, those look like they're 12 inches tall. You know, people are paying $100 for them, right? And they're really well, not articulated. I think you can only put them in one position or whatever. But I think they were sets where they gave you a lot of parts and you could custom make once. So they had maybe 4 different arms, and you could select which ones you wanted to use, and maybe 2 different heads, or you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to make.
Sorry.
Okay, once the priest deceived what? Holy city defiled. Unholy technology and non-believers.
Made us shiver with rage.
I wouldn't associate shivering with rage, though. Shiver I would associate with fear, but like you can tremor with anger or
Tremble.
shake.
Or shaking. Yeah, shaking with anger. Definitely.
Quiver isn't quite right.
No, quiver is a little too
mild.
Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of Dead Space, have we done co-op yet? No! I need to finish Dead Space 2. Tonight might not be a bad night for that. But yeah, so plan is for Dead Space 2. Obviously, I gotta for Dead Space, I gotta finish it. I'm sorry. Oh, I guess we're over here. I was really hoping that I could get to this door, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get to it. Well, that's fine.
And across the way, it looks like it's impossible.
Yay!
You really don't take falling damage?
Nope.
Huh.
I think games like this especially have learned.
Oh, is this a boss fight?
Yes. This one's a mess, if I remember right. At least I don't think the big guys will show up yet. Those guys are rough.
I like how I can pretty much chain
Oh, no, there's the big guy.
aerial battles.
Yeah, remember, Shell, if you damage something, you can jump again. You can infinitely
Keep in the air.
yeah. So yeah, you can get up pretty dang high. Not that I would recommend it, especially with both of us, because it would be really hard to chain. But it's fun to do. And you really can air juggle in this game. That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Do we want to go to the right first, or there was nothing on the right?
I think
There's something on all sides.
we want to get as many abilities as we can. Those like masks. That's what we're looking for in here. Huh.
That was just that.
Empty, boring room. Alright. That's exactly what you're supposed to do in the Gong room. Oh!
Just go all the way up the ledge.
Up the Gong. Instead of using it as a farming room.
Yeah, you just call the creatures
Oh,
and then
yeah.
juggle up.
We should probably still get the abilities that we can, though. But no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so the Gong is the new boss, by the way. And he's like a legit boss as opposed... I think he's a legitimate boss. As opposed to one of the, like, is just an enemy but recolored and has a slightly different pattern boss. They did do that a lot in this game, which is a bit of a shame. Whoa, haven't seen that before.
I think you have, but weren't they green before?
Goldie Bird?
Yeah.
This thing?
Yeah, I remember seeing them in this game before, I think. See, they're the small brown ones.
Oh. Hey, by the way, your finisher can be used up, down, left, or right as well.
Yeah. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm over here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you thought it... Here. Like, watch this. Whee! You can do the... Oh, it's the Link up combo.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just mistaking myself for you again. Maybe it's the
Happens.
purple. I don't know.
Part of it is the zoom out, and we have the exact same silhouette as we are the exact same character.
Exact same character. Yep.
Yeah, I've seen gold birds before, but I haven't seen them shoot
Ew,
fire.
what's this? There's this squirming under the rock.
It just shoots.
I see.
Yeah. It's unnerving, and I don't like it. Oh.
Another locked area.
Yeah.
And that's just another locked area? Or do we destroy it?
Yeah, we get some means of destroying that, but I don't remember. I think it's a charged sword hit that destroys
Can
those.
we jump down?
Probably. I guess we might as well heal. See if we get any more. Yeah. Ow. 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 It bugs me a little bit that they're not affected by aura thorns. I really like that giant spike ball. The finishers are cool. I'm glad that they added them. We probably want to keep
that was
going
a
down
disturbing sound.
here-ish. Okay. Yeah, so why don't we get the next ability and then stop? You've definitely quieted down a little.
Yeah, I'm starting to wane, unfortunately.
Happens.
Sort of
Ow.
feeling my eyes water up.
Oh, I will admit, this game is a little hard to look at.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool looking, but there's a lot of, like, moving parts.
It's a little chaotic in the red.
Yeah.
It's a bit overwhelming sometimes.
And the blurry backgrounds, actually. I find the blurry backgrounds are really hard on my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey.
Rebirth rank.
I think that's, like, if you die, you come back.
So, what are we going to use as a stopping point?
That mask, probably.
Okay.
I think. I'm not entirely sure. Like, you can technically do everything in one shot. But I was thinking either we die, or we get those abilities and climb ourselves out of the pit.
Never die.
I mean, we're doing a pretty good job. Being uneasy helps substantially, for obvious reasons. Let's see, I just want to check this room over here.
I just never like using death as a technique.
This is one of those games where it's honestly, I'm not going to say like mechanically encouraged, but there's, whenever you die, it resets the area and gives you like more treasure locations that you can bust open.
Mm-hmm. I'll come up.
Oh, whoops.
It's interesting how those creatures, they
Go
seem
this
to
way
look like
first.
cloaked figures, but then the mask parts away from whatever constitutes as its head, and then it
Yeah, it's like
opens
got
up to a
bitey
mouth.
mouths.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I like that. You saw the like whale squid thing or whatever that was in Subnautica.
Mm-hmm.
The concept art for that. That looked really cool.
Okay, so we got the door to this spot.
Woo! That's a big Goldie.
Now that one had a cloak on that.
Can you use
bore
some
a
of your other
symbol.
finisher moves so I can see them? Because I've only
Sure.
ever seen the fist.
Oh, that was a downward chain.
Did it have a spike ball in it too?
It seemed to have gone through the floor, so I couldn't see. I assume it's probably the exact same stuff as your own.
Sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately I was preparing a shot, so I can't tell if it actually landed.
Ow. We might die from... Yep. Alright,
Aw.
there we go. Yeah, that yellow guy hits really hard. At least we got the shortcut open.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think we got part of it. Probably should have rushed it, but oh well. But yeah, this is one of those games where it's a little hard to straight shot because numerically it gets like harder and harder as you go along. Let's get Chol's Despair. And we can almost get Othaloth's Demise. And yeah, there's some more stuff that we can grab along the way, but not right now. Well, that's charges. Cannon damage. Let's just get armor. I'm gonna try and get us over here so we can get extra crit damage as well. Alright. Well, thank you for joining me. This is fun. We can play it again in a couple of days or something if you want to.
No, it was fun. Interesting seeing what the other bosses would be and what the... So, is it really just those 3 paths with the 3 major bosses?
Plus, like, a final one, yeah. There's a lot more mini-bosses as you go along, but it very much is that. The map is pretty big because you return to... You never go back to the map on the left. Like, once you clear that, it's pretty much done. But you do go back to the first map for a lot of, like, extra stuff that you missed along the way, you know. You needed abilities to get things open. And then the final map is very big. And almost... It's like, it's very big, it's very open, and there's a lot of, like, verticality to it. So we're going to be flying around, and that means you're going to have to be prepared to be constrained entirely to me. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I wish there was an easier way for me to like, not invalidate some of your platforming or make it harder on you. I'll slow down for this one.
Because the camera focuses on you, I get left off screen really easily. Which is rough. So.
And I'm sorry. I always feel like the second player should have, like, a second double jump or something just to make it, much, much easier for them. You know, some extra, like, movement tech. Maybe make them a little bit faster and jump a little higher. That'd be nice, actually. Oh well. Anyway, that was fun.